welcome to the Black Lion Podcast. We are your hosts, Lex and Dom, and today we have a special guest. Can you introduce yourself for me, please?
Hello, everyone. My name is Grace Bell. I'm the owner of Black Bell's Boutique. We're an online boutique store. We specialize in women's clothing and accessories.
You say y'all specialize in what now?
Women's clothing and accessories.
So, what's the name of the name of your business? And
Black Bell's Boutique.
you have a Facebook page, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, because I think I just accepted it. 'Cause I was going through them earlier and accepting all the ones that people sent to me.
I don't
So,
know if I sent it over to you yet, but I definitely will if I didn't.
so, tell the audience about your business. Like, like what kind of products you sell.
Okay, so I sell a variety of products. So primarily I sell Black women empowerment t-shirts. So I have t-shirts that's emphasize melanin. I also have t-shirts that say respect the queen on there, as well as two-piece sets that say Black Girl Magic. I have long sleeve sets and I have short sets as well. I also have trendy pieces such as pocketbooks, little two-piece sets, and I have like furry headbands, accessories that can be for women or children as well. And so I just have a variety of items that I sell.
Do you work with, like, do you have employees or you work but on by yourself specifically?
So right now I work by myself. I'm running everything by myself. I'm sending out invoices, I'm shipping orders, I'm packing orders, I'm doing delivery, drop-offs and everything. I'm doing it all by myself right now, but I am thinking about either hiring an employee or finding a mentee that will be able to assist me in this process as well.
So through your business operations, like how do you not prioritize, but what's the word on your time? How do you manage your time?
Okay, so first I have certain days where I place order for my products. I have certain days where I restock. I make sure I have a day where I do inventory. So I usually do restocks, products, and inventory all in the same day. I also have to make sure I post consistently on social media. So I try to do that every day, even if I just post one post. I try to make my post interactive and engaging so that way it keeps the attention of my audience. And then I try to manage my shipping days and my delivery days. I deliver X amount of days out the week, and then I also ship X amount of days. So I'm not running to the post office every day. I'm not out doing deliveries every day, but I try to keep it balanced, whereas though it's at least 2 or 3 times a week where I am doing shipping and deliveries. I also have a pickup option as well, but people usually just prefer delivery or shipping.
And when you do the shipping or delivering, how is your process with doing that?
Okay, so when I schedule my deliveries, if I have about 5 or 6 deliveries on one day, I try to organize a route in which I do my delivery. So I start with the furthest point first, and then I work my way around. And so it's like a time frame that I tell people, like I say, I'll be here between 1 and 1:15. This is your drop off time. If you miss your drop off time, I can leave it at the location, or you can reschedule, but it'll be a fee if you reschedule because that's my time that you're wasting at that point. And I try to stick to a strict schedule so that way I can manage everybody's delivery at the time that I say. And then I also do it by area. So if I have deliveries in West, then I go West first, and then I make my way East, and then I'll just go ahead about my day in that kind of way. And then as far as shipping, if I'm shipping the same day or if I'm shipping the next day, I try to have all the orders in by 12 or 1 p.m. So that way I'm able to process all the shipping, send out all the tracking numbers and everything before the post office closes. And so that's how I manage the shipping aspect of it.
Throughout your whole process, like, have you have any setbacks or anything like when you first started your business?
Just basically organizing. I never oversell anything because I know exactly like how many sizes and styles and stuff like that. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a setback, but definitely having to do everything on your own is challenging at times, especially when you're growing and expanding.
Are there any inspiring words or advice that you would tell someone who wants to start a business?
Yeah, so my advice to anyone who wants to start a business is just go ahead and do it. Get your ideas together. Don't sit there and dwell on them too long, because if you do, then you're not going to go along with it. You're going to talk yourself out of it. So if you have a business idea, you feel like it's a great idea, you believe in it, and it's something that you actually care about and something that you want to do, then I say go ahead and do it. Now, if you're just doing it because it's trendy or you see other people making money off of it, that might not be the path that you want to take. But if it's something that you genuinely care about and something that you actually want to do, then I say go ahead and step out on faith and invest in yourself.
Have you had like any complaints or any conversation with any of your customers like so far?
No, I usually try to make sure all of my customers are satisfied. I also do quality inspections and make sure I inspect the products before I send them out, before I actually give them to someone. If there was ever any miscommunication about anything, I would just verify like the sizes and the quantity, etc., just to make sure that I did what I was supposed to do on my end. But at the end of the day, my job is customer service, and so I'm not going to give a customer a hard time if they're dissatisfied, but I haven't had that.
Does your family support your own business?
Yes, my family supports my business. My mother and my sister, they shop with me frequently. Well, my mother, she always shops with me. My sister, this kind of stuff, she's more into sneakers and things, so she doesn't necessarily go towards the products that I have. But since I'm her sister, she'll just be like, I'll buy this from you just because, but not necessarily because it's something that she would wear. So they definitely support me.
So your clothes is like more so like going out clothes.
No. So my clothes are like everyday casual wear, like t-shirts, like sweatsuits and stuff like that. I did have like a few like dressier pieces where you could wear them out, but the clothes that I actually specialize in and what I tailor to is more like comfy, casual clothes.
Yeah. Your social medias, where can the audience find you if they want to order from you? Or
So if you want to order from me, you can reach out to me via Facebook. My Facebook page is Black Bells Boutique. I'm also on Instagram as Black Bells Boutique, and that's BlackBellsBouttique. I'm usually on Instagram more than I am on Facebook, but if you do inquire on Facebook, I will get back to you as well. Just please send me a message. And I'm also hosting a few pop-up shops as well. I'm hosting two in Philly on February 6th and February 7th at 5838 Germantown Ave. And so if you are in the Philly area and you want to come out and shop local, it's going to be about 10 different vendors on both days, so like 20 vendors total. If you are interested and you want to come out and come shop local and come shop black, you can pull up on us there. And if you see anything on my page that you're interested in, you can purchase it. I invoice through PayPal. I also accept Cash App as well. And you can pick it up at the pop-up shop, or we can arrange delivery or shipping.
do you do like custom orders? That's my other question I was about to ask you.
So what do you mean by custom orders?
Like you said, I know you said you like sell casual clothes and stuff, but like, is it with your logo on it or is it just regular clothes? That's what I'm asking. Like,
Oh, okay. So right now I'm just doing regular clothing. I do have some custom hats that I sell that have my actual logo on it itself, well, my business name on it. But the clothing I sell don't necessarily have my logo on it. It just has like Respect the Queen on one. I can show you a few products in a second. But it's like I would get the shirts like printed, like I would order them through my vendor, get them printed, and then that's how I would actually have it. But no, I didn't get any actual items with my logo on it besides the hats that I have. But I am about to start getting merch with my actual brand and brand name on it. But I was just building a name for myself first, so people knew who I was and what my business is about.
that's good. Why did you start your business?
Well, I just know that working for somebody my whole life isn't the way that I'm trying to go. It's not the thing for me. And so I said, well, I know that I will be successful in whatever I do. So as long as I focus on it, I put my mind to it, then I'm going to be able to achieve what I want to do. And then I just went out and got it. I was like, okay, I seen these sets. I was like, oh, these are cute. People will wear this. And bam, it just took off from there.
So like this, when did you exactly start your business?
So I have a few different businesses. I had a hair business that's been going around for about 5 years. That's Bella Bundles. That's on Instagram is Bella Bundles. And then I actually started Black Belle's Boutique around the end of May, beginning of June of 2020. And so during the whole pandemic, I've been having a lot of different events and networking and everything. And basically, I was able to just build my brand up like that.
So basically, you do your own hair too, then, right?
No, I don't do hair. I just sell it.
Or you just sell it? Okay. So you got two different, like one page for your hair and one page for your clothes.
Correct. Correct.
Has anybody ever tried to get you not to like said that like, oh, this not gonna work, you shouldn't do this, you wasting your time or anything, like try to give you negative energy?
Well, I don't keep those kind of people around me. So no, I never had anyone be like, "Oh, no, you're not going to be able to do this and do that." Like I'm the friend that encourages everybody. So I mean, if anybody did think I wasn't going to do great, then that's on them, but they never actually brought that to me. And so you know how it usually is, like people don't usually support you until you start popping off, until everybody else starts supporting you. And so
Mhm.
I mean, of course, I'm gonna have people like that down the line, like, oh, they probably really didn't think I was going to do it until I did it, but they're not bringing that energy towards me.
That's good. Yeah, they don't want to be there through the struggle, but they want to be there
Exactly.
when you everything in cruise control.
Yeah.
But what are your goals for 2021?
All right. So I'm about to put something out right now. I actually just booked the venue for the spot today, but I'm hosting a huge pop up for small Black businesses. It's going to be in Baltimore, Maryland, and it's going to be on Juneteenth. And so there's spaces for 50 plus vendors. I already have a few sponsors for this event, and then I'm also working with community organizations as well. And so right now I have a few vendors confirmed. Somebody as far as Texas is flying in. Then I also have a few vendors from ATL. I have a few people from Philly as well. And then of course, like the primary audience is going to be Baltimore because that's where the location is. And so that's my big event that I'm putting on for June. I'm really putting a lot of energy into this and really a lot investing a lot into this event. And I just feel like it's going to be huge, especially with the time and the culture, everything that's going on right now. This is definitely needed. And the purpose of this event is to be able to keep the Black dollar in the Black community and also to get some press release and some press publicity for small businesses because a lot of the small businesses don't have many outlets to network with, or if they do, they don't know how to use their resources like properly or to the best of their advantage. And so with this event, I have a sponsor who's willing to do discounted rates on airtime so that way people can have commercials played for their station. I have a sponsor who's going to get their DJ at their station to DJ the event. And so I have a lot of great people that I'm working with and like to put this event together, but I know I can't do it all myself. And so I just plan for my business to grow and bloom and to meet a lot of other Black businesses as well during this 2021 year.
That's good, Kyle. Now, getting people to do promotions and things for you is take a lot of work and money,
Yeah. So
time,
I'm
time
excited.
consuming.
I'm definitely excited about that. So I have about 100 plus vendors that I'm going to be reaching out to within the next 2 weeks to see, to like basically get vendors to come to the event. Once all the vending spaces are full, that's it. And then I'll be planning the next event after that.
Your prices for your products, how would you rate them? Like fair or market value?
So I feel like a lot of my products are like under market value because I look at some of these other businesses' prices and I'm like, I don't, number one, I don't know what they cost for them to actually get the item. So maybe they're not taxing, but sometimes I'll be like, you know, that item did not cost that much. Like, why are you trying to basically go at somebody here to make like a profit? Like, that's not good business. And so I feel like my prices are really fair. I feel sometimes like a lot of my products I feel like are below market. I have one product, for example. Hold on, I'm about to grab it so I can show you. It's right here. So a lot of people are selling these money clutches. Have you been seeing these going around?
I saw somebody post one on Instagram not too long ago.
Yeah. And so I feel like I sell mine for a fair price. I sell mine for $40, but I've seen people have them as high as $65 and up. And somebody was trying to sell it for like $120 and tell people it was real diamonds in there. So I'm like, people out here getting crazy.
Because I just think people experiencing the loss, like loss, because you spending more on the inventory and not really seeing the profit in their business. So they say they gotta make some type of profit. Like,
See, but if you market your prices up there high, of course you don't have clientele because who wants to keep spending $65 and up on something that's not even designer? Like they can go anywhere and there's multiple people who have their product. So me as a shopper, if store A has it for $100, but I can go get it at Black Bell's Boutique for $40. I'm going to Black Bell's Boutique. Like it's not even a competition of where I'm going to shop at. As long as me as the customer, as I know Black Bell's Boutique, then bam, that's where I'm going. But if I don't know it and then I see it at the store and I'm like, all right, I really want it, I'm paying $100 for it. But then later on down the line, I find Black Bell's Boutique, and then it's only $40 there. Then I'm like, oh no, like this store getting over. And me as a customer, I'm like, oh, I'm not going back there because their prices are too high. So it really just depends.
but a lot of people, well, just in general, people in general, they about name brand clothes if they fake or this, that, and the third. And
Yeah.
they spend a lot of money on these name brand clothes.
Yeah. And that's why I'm building my brand up right now. So that way when I become a name brand, then it's gonna be like, oh, I value the product that she's selling, this and that. Because if I would have just started out initially just selling my brand, people gonna be like, who are you? We don't know you, where are you from, this and that. Like, so I just wanted to make sure that people knew who I was first before I actually started doing my own products.
And can you tell the audience how they can get in contact with you again?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at Black Bells Boutique. I'm also on Facebook at Black Bells Boutique. And you can email me with any questions about anything also. That's blackbellsboutique@gmail.com.
So they can only contact you like through your messenger or your DM. Like you don't have a office number. What I'm saying.
No, I don't have an office number or website.
Okay, but coming soon though.
I'm debating about the website just because of the way that I actually do my business and I do a lot of pop-up shops. So I would either have to pause my website while I'm at the events because I don't want to sell something online while I'm at the event, but I sold out at the event, or I would be have to like it would just be something I would just have to work on, think about down the line. Because I don't want to have it on my website like, oh, down for construction because I'm pausing it because I'm at a pop-up. So
Yeah, but pop up shop's good though because it's more convenient for people, and they don't gotta wait. Well, they probably gotta wait in line, but they don't gotta wait till like 2 3 days or something. They can just get it right there.
exactly. That's why I love doing pop-up shops. And I'm like, pop-up shops is how I make the majority of my money for my business and how I gain like repeat customers because they might see me on the street one day. They might not necessarily shop that day, but they'll grab a business card, they'll grab my contact information, and then they'll reach back out to me. So I love pop-ups.
But along with that though, doing your pop up shop, is you gonna make sure they follow the guidelines
As
for
far as wearing the mask and everything. Yes,
Hmm.
definitely. So I hosted a few pop-up shops as well while everything was going on with COVID. I made sure when I did my outdoor pop-up shops, I made sure that everybody was 6 feet apart. When I did my indoor pop-up shops, I made sure everybody had on their face masks, everybody had the correct amount of social distancing. So everything was definitely in order in my pop-up shops. As far as the Juneteenth event that I'm hosting, I'm not necessarily sure if the COVID restrictions will still be in place, but if they are, then masks are required to come in. Temperature checks will be completed as well at the event because it's going to be such a large event with a lot of people from all over. And so it just basically depends on everything that's going on at that time, but I definitely make sure that COVID restrictions are followed at my events.
Yes, because people is out here going crazy.
Mhm.
Did you? How did you feel about what happened at the Capitol a few days ago?
I try to keep my business separate from politics.
How long you say you been in the own business?
I've been open with my boutique since June 2020.
And what about your the hair one?
I've had my hair business for about 5+ years now.
Oh, so then you already equipped to how everything worked then with
Yeah,
business taxes and all that.
yeah.
So do you do your hair by yourself too, or you got a partner with that?
I do my hair by myself as well.
So you just constantly busy then, like you get
Yeah,
no break.
I'm gonna get a team real soon. I just have to find people that have the same dedication that I have because people flake out, people quit, people give up. Like I need somebody that's actually gonna be there long term, especially if I'm giving them access to like my emails, my messages, my clients and stuff. I definitely have to make sure it's not somebody that's about to try to like come undermine me, come steal my clients and stuff like that. So I just have to be real selective when I find someone.
Background check like any other job.
Yep.
That's how I got to work.
But background checks sometimes don't, but background checks don't check for character. And that's what I need to check. So it's like I'm gonna either have to, there might be one person online and another person in real life. So it's like, am I gonna get a PI to follow this person around to see if they really are who they stated on this application, or what am I gonna do? So
Yeah, you see people in 4 seasons, you find out who they is.
yeah.
Oh man,
But I realized that some of the hardest working people are actually felons. And so I wouldn't mind having a felon work for me because A, they're looking for a job, they may need one for their parole or probation or whatever. And they're hard working, they're innovative and they're creative and they take initiative. So it's like,
yeah, keep
so
them out of jail.
yeah. And so then they might even want to venture off and start their own business. Now, it was one thing stealing my clients from my business, and it's a separate thing starting your own business. Like, all right, I was working for you for a while. I think I actually want to start my own. All right, yeah, that's cool. That's respectable. But if you about to get in the same game I'm in and try to take my customers with you, like if you had a law firm and you want to branch off and do your own law firm, but then you steal their clients, like, no, that's not cool. So that's not the kind of people I want to work with.
They gotta be mutual beneficial.
Exactly.
But as far as COVID, how has that been affecting you and your family though?
Well, no, thank God no one in my family has actually had COVID or been in contact with anyone that has COVID. So we're doing really good as far as that. Everybody's staying safe, making sure they're not around too many people, making sure they're wearing their mask in public. And so we're doing really good with that.
How about the markets?
You
Like
said
when,
the market.
like when y'all go food shopping and things like that. So
I mean, I tend to go food shopping on the off hours. The markets, I mean, by my house per se, I have like 4 different grocery stores, so it's not a reason for the markets to ever be like ridiculously crowded. Or if it is, I can just go to one that's across the street, so it's not an issue for us to get food. And I don't go food shopping every week or every other week anyway. So when I go, I make sure I get everything I need for a few weeks, and I don't have to go out too frequently.
that's the best way to shop now.
Yep, get everything at once and stay out the way.
And can you just tell the audience one more time where they could find you at, so they didn't hear you the first or second time?
Okay, you guys can find me at Black Bells Boutique. That's BlackBellsBouttique. That's Black Bells Boutique on Instagram. That's Black Bells Boutique on Facebook. And also, if you wanted to email me any inquiries, it's also blackbellsboutique@gmail.com.
We thank you for coming to do the interview with us today.
Thank you
And
for having me.
yeah, and hopefully next time we interview, Let's be here. She had some family events to attend, so she was able to come. 'Cause I know she probably would have want to hear about your the clothes and stuff, cause you sell female clothes. So
Yeah. Oh, I want to put this out here real quick too before I get off the air. I'm also doing Valentine's Day baskets, and I sell baskets as well for like all the holidays. So if you want the birthday basket, Christmas basket, all of that good stuff, Mother's Day, Father's Day, I sell baskets as well. So I'm just gonna put that out there. I usually promote my baskets on my actual business page. So if you want to see some of my work, you can check my business page out for that as well.
and what page is that specifically?
Instagram, Black Bells Boutique.
Oh, okay.
Also, if you're in the area, 5838 Germantown Ave, that is Northwest Philly, I guess. Is that Northwest? It says no. It's at the Northwest Learning Hub, uh, 19144. If you're out, come shop Black local February 6th and February 7th. And yes, come chat with us. On February 6th, the time is from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And on February 7th, the time is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And again, that address is 5838 Germantown Ave.
Well, we thank you, and I know our audience they will tune in because especially people from Philly to whenever you were having a pop up shop in Philly, right?
Right, correct.
Yeah. Anything that's local, so they don't gotta drive and spend all the gas money. So
Yeah, right in the heart of Germantown. Come stop by if you're in the area.
you is that this week?
No, it's like 3 weekends from now,
What day you said was?
February 6th and February 7th.
February 6th and 7th. Okay. I don't. I keep thinking of Juneteenth. That's why.
No,
That,
that's like 5 months from now, but I'm just getting that out there early because this is a event is about to be crazy. So I need all the time I can prepare.
and the government about to pass all this stimulus money for people so they
Yeah,
can.
that's something I won't hold my breath about. So I believe it when it hit my account.
No, but they doing it more so to build the economy back up because they want people buying things. So that make the economy go up when they spending money.
Well, if you get stimulated, come shop Black, come shop local, Black Bells Boutique.
Well, we thank you, and we hope to in another probably some next year sometime or before the year end to check back up on you to see how everything going.
Okay. And if you're available, drive down to Baltimore for the pop-up shop. I'll send you the information. If y'all want to come out, come introduce yourselves to some small businesses. It's going to be about 50, 60 of them there. So if you want to network with some people there, definitely come out. If you want to live stream, do some videos, let me know.
All right, thank you.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you.
You too.